Hello there everyone, welcome back to brand new movies I watched this month. Today I'm going to talk about August till September. So today I watched actually 6 movies, which isn't a lot. I watched 6 movies this month, but that's also because there were a lot of TV shows that released this month, like Futurama, Only Murders in the Building, what else? Some Netflix shows, One Piece, right? Ahsoka too, and yeah, I watched all of the series, so I hadn't had the time to watch a lot of movies, but that's okay. So yeah, today I have 6 movies, and 2 of them I actually watched in class, so that's also a thing I did. So I watched 4 movies at home, but okay, yeah. Whatever, let's talk about them. So the first one is The Matrix Resurrection. I saw this one on Netflix and I was like, okay, I need to watch this one because I've watched all the 3 Matrix movies, and yeah, The Matrix is really fascinating, really fun. But the fourth one is I could see why people would hate it. Like, the 3 first Matrix movies were really fun and really, it's something else. It's about a computer game or a computer or something like that. It's not really reality. You can do whatever you would like. You can dodge bullets. You can fly. You can shoot guns. You can fly from a freaking scooter bike and on top of a freaking building and stuff like that. It's the Matrix. It's really cool. You have leather jackets and black glasses and sunglasses, so or shades. You're kind of 90s punk. 90s punk. So there we go. But Matrix Resurrection is about Trinity and also Neo returning as the roles, or Keanu Reeves and what was her other name, the actress who played Trinity, returning from their story from, I guess, Matrix 3, where they did something between Matrix 3 and Matrix 4, where they lie upon the movie of the fourth movie to tell that story, what they did and how did they get there. So yeah, who else plays in this movie? Neil Patrick Harris, obviously, really great actor, obviously. So yeah, that's nice. But yeah, the thing is, I could see why people wouldn't like this movie, because you had the recasts of famous characters. You had like stories that just wouldn't really, be important, right? Like, you have the recast of Agent Smith, which is really not really fun, because Agent Smith in the first 3 films was really iconic and really menacing. And you also have the recasting of Morpheus, which kind of gets explained why, but still, it isn't really, the first Morpheus was much funnier and much cooler in my opinion, but this one is just like a kind of, Morpheus in this fourth movie is more like a robot guy who transforms into as Morpheus looks in the Matrix itself. But anyway, yeah, and yeah, it's more like, it's not really a fourth wall break, but the main character does like, or kind of talks about a game that he made, which is called the Matrix, where you can do everything, like, which you could see in the first 3 movies. It's kind of complicated, but Matrix Resurrection exists. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so the second one, the next film, is The Killing of a Sacred Deer. We talked about this one in class because it has like magic realism or something. It has realism, so the real life, but something magical about it. Like, there is something not really, kosher about it, right? There's something wrong about the situation, and you could really definitely see that in this movie. It's with who's in this movie? The guy who played the Penguin from the Batman, Colin Farrell, right? Colin Farrell. Who else do we have? Barry Keoghan, right? The Irish actor who played in the Batman 2 and in Eternals, and I guess in the Batman he played the Joker. So there we go. So yeah, that's nice. And yeah, it's a really fascinating and interesting movie. It's kind of, a thriller, but it's kind of scary in some way. You don't really know what's going to happen, and I really wanted to skip to the end, because there is this certain premise, right, where it gets built up, but you want to know what happens to the characters, right? So I watched the movie in total, so hey, that's nice. I didn't skip to the last bit, because it might get a bit boring after a while. But hey, look, that's okay, that's alright. But alright. Um, Great ending, very shocking, very surprising too, and everything seems well at the end? Question mark. I don't know. After this situation, whilst you're watching this movie, it's kind of getting uncomfortable in some ways, but look, okay, that happens. The third one is Gary. This one I watched in the classroom, and Gary is about two guys getting lost in the woods in the desert of America where they couldn't find their car anymore. This is with Matt Damon and the brother of Ben Affleck too, so that's also interesting. So yeah, Gary is more like I would say more leaning towards an art movie than a story premise movie. It's like more about the sounds, the music, and the I guess the cinematography than it is about the characters or the story. It's just two guys finding their car, but at the end, things happen and they don't find their car at all. So yeah, it's exciting. I know. I know. But yeah, Gary, there's this one scene which lasts for 11 minutes, which is really fun. But the camera is placed at one place, right? It doesn't move or anything. It's just Matt Damon talking to his friend how to get off a rock. So Matt Damon tries everything he can in those 11 minutes. It's not really funny, but it's really interesting how they did that. So anyway, the next one is also a one movie that I watched in the classroom, which is Natural Born Killers. So this is about two killers, which is what were their names again? I think it was two M's. Two M's. Ah yes, Mickey and Mallory. Yeah, okay, yeah. So Mickey and Mallory are two criminals who do everything in this movie to kill some people. But the movie is shot in such a trippy way. Like the movie is so fun. It is so energetic. Like left, right, left, right. You see things you won't even believe to see. You see a TV screen, and after behind that TV screen, you see the actual like footage of the TV. It's really fun. It's really cool, and it's like someone were to be high whilst making this movie. Which this movie, it's everything. It's so much chaos, and it's obviously in the two characters. The two characters called Mickey and Mallory, which are obviously two criminals, two murderers, and they're really energetic. They're like Harley Quinn and the Joker, right? So that's really fun. And this is also a directed by what was his name? I think it was I think it was Oliver Stone. Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, Oliver Stone, this man, absolutely wow. Holy shit. Yeah, wow. This is also written by Quentin Tarantino, fun fact. But this movie is so fun. It is so trippy, and it's really fun. You wouldn't get bored one single second in this movie. So yeah, this is one of those really highlights that I watched this month. So there we go. The next one is a bit calmer. This is Stand By Me. This is a movie from 1986, which is about four friends trying to find a body of a dead boy. So they go on an adventure to find that body, whilst also having some kind of not really rivalry, but with the other older boys that also want to see that body. So people from like I would say like 19 till 20s, like a group of guys want to see that body, but also people from 12 to 13. So two groups of guys want to see that body, but the youngest group obviously arrives first because they're the main characters. Makes sense. And yeah, this is with one of the same actors from the Goonies. I believe his name was the guy with the good looks, right? From the Goonies. That's him. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think this is such a really fun movie. If you want to watch something really entertaining, and watch something about being young and having youth in yourself, and yeah, that's the spirit, man. Stand By Me is fantastic. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And there's this one line that the same actor from the Goonies delivers where something young, and you're always like you just need to be young when you're young, and if you're not young anymore, your youthness is gone, right? Something along those lines. And that's a really inspiring you know quote, I guess. But also there's this one scene where the Lollipop song, lollipop, lollipop, ooh lolly 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 lollipop, boom boom. That's also one fantastic scene in my opinion that I really vibed with. So there we go. And the last one is the one where I did a review on, which is The Fablemans. The Fablemans is a autobiographical movie about Steven Spielberg. There we go. And it's kind of loosely based around his life and how he did as a kid, and being a young filmmaker and documenting everything that he sees, like making movies with his youth scouts, family trips, and his 1960s graduation day ceremony stuff, something like that. And it's really fun to see something like that. And this movie is pretty young, like it's been out for a year or something, and it's really entertaining. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Goodbye everyone, and I'll see you next month. Alright, bye bye everyone.